In this video we will be talking about the lost city of Great Zimbabwe, a forgotten civilization. Great Zimbabwe stands as one of Africa's most remarkable and enigmatic historical sites. This ancient city, with its imposing stone structures and intricate design, symbolizes a rich and sophisticated civilization that once thrived in southern Africa. The story of Great Zimbabwe is one of grandeur, mystery, and rediscovery, revealing the complexities of pre-colonial African societies and their contributions to world heritage. Great Zimbabwe's origins date back to Bantu-speaking migrants around the 3rd century CE. Initially farming and herding in loose communities, they settled the Zimbabwe plateau, forming structured chiefdoms. Rich mineral resources and fertile lands facilitated the development of complex, organized societies in southern Africa. By the 11th century, these small villages had evolved into a more centralized and powerful kingdom. Known as the Zimbabwe Kingdom, this polity became a significant player in a vast trade network stretching across Africa and beyond. Gold and ivory, the region's most valuable resources, were traded with Swahili merchants along the East African coast. These traders exchanged these goods with merchants from Arabia, Persia, India, and China, creating a bustling economic hub. This burgeoning trade network provided the economic foundation for the rise of Great Zimbabwe. The name Zimbabwe is derived from the Shona words Zimba Dzomobwe, which means houses of stone. This name highlights the city's most distinctive feature, its impressive stone structures. The Karana, a subgroup of the Shona people, built Great Zimbabwe using advanced stone masonry techniques. The decision to use stone was influenced by its durability and permanence, symbolizing the kingdom's strength and stability. Stone also held cultural and spiritual significance, representing a connection to ancestors and the land. Great Zimbabwe's origins are rich in myth, with oral traditions describing the Mombo, a great leader guided by divine visions. Chosen by ancestors, the Mombo founded the city as a testament to their power and wisdom, balancing spiritual and political roles to embody the kingdom's essence. By the 12th century, Great Zimbabwe had become a thriving urban center. Strategically located on a high plateau, the city was naturally defended against invaders. The surrounding landscape, rich in fertile lands and minerals, supported agricultural and economic activities. The city's strategic location within the regional trade network further enhanced its prominence. The rulers of Great Zimbabwe, known as the Mwini Mutopa, or Lord of the Plundered Lands, consolidated their power and expanded their influence. The kingdom's governance system was centralized, with the Mwini Mutopa at the top, supported by a hierarchy of nobles, priests, and military leaders. The general population consisted of farmers, craftsmen, traders, and laborers who contributed to the kingdom's economy. Trade wealth allowed Great Zimbabwe's rulers to build grand projects, notably the Great Enclosure, the largest ancient structure south of the Sahara. This massive granite wall, reaching 11 meters high, is debated as either a royal palace or ceremonial site, reflecting its significant role in the kingdom. In addition to the Great Enclosure, Great Zimbabwe was home to several other impressive structures. The hill complex, the city's oldest part, is situated atop a rocky hill overlooking the plains. It is believed to have been the spiritual and political center of the city, where important ceremonies and decisions were made. The Acropolis, another significant structure, likely served as a royal residence or a place of worship, underscoring the city's grandeur. Great Zimbabwe's architecture is renowned for its dry stone masonry, where stones were meticulously shaped without mortar. This skillful method, using local granite, created intricate patterns like chevrons and herringbones. These designs, rooted in Shona traditions, symbolize the kingdom's power and cultural significance. The construction of the stone structures was likely a communal effort, involving not only builders and stonemasons but also members of the community who contributed to the project. The construction of the Great Enclosure, in particular, required significant labor and resources. The society of Great Zimbabwe was highly stratified. At the top was the Mwini Mutopa, the kingdom's political and spiritual leader, believed to have a direct connection to the ancestors and the spirit world. Below the Mwini Mutopa were nobles, priests, and military leaders, each playing crucial roles in governance, religion, and defense. The general population comprised farmers, craftsmen, traders, and laborers. Agriculture was central to Great Zimbabwe's economy, with millet, sorghum, and maize as staples. Cattle symbolized wealth. Craftsmanship in pottery, weaving, and metalworking was vital. Trade flourished with gold and ivory exports and imports of textiles, ceramics, and silk. Religion and spirituality were central to Great Zimbabwe, where ancestors were believed to guide and protect the living. The Mwin Mutopa, as intermediary, maintained spiritual balance. Regular ceremonies and rituals, including offerings and sacrifices, honored ancestors and reinforced the kingdom's spiritual and social order. Music, dance, and art were vital to Great Zimbabwe's culture. The people crafted intricate pottery, textiles, and metalwork, including symbolic soapstone sculptures like the Zimbabwe birds, which were believed to represent connections between the physical and spiritual realms. By the 15th century, Great Zimbabwe reached its peak but soon began to decline. Environmental degradation played a significant role, as deforestation, soil erosion, and overgrazing reduced agricultural productivity. Food shortages and famine weakened the kingdom's ability to support its population. Economic decline in Great Zimbabwe was driven by depleted gold resources and rising rival powers like the Kingdom of Mutopa. By the late 15th century, conflict and shifting trade routes led to the city's abandonment and ruin. 4 centuries after its abandonment, Great Zimbabwe's ruins were largely forgotten. The site remained a place of spiritual significance for local people but was largely unknown to the outside world. It wasn't until 1871 that German geologist Karl Marx visited and wrongly attributed the ruins to a lost white civilization, fueling colonial myths that denied African origins. Serious archaeological work began in the early 20th century, with British archaeologists David Randall Mackiver and Gertrude Cotton Thompson providing evidence of Great Zimbabwe's African origins. Despite initial skepticism, the site was embraced as a symbol of African heritage following Zimbabwe's independence in 1980. Today, Great Zimbabwe is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a national monument, recognized for its historical and cultural significance. The ruins remain a powerful testament to the achievement of an advanced African civilization and continue to inspire awe and admiration. Great Zimbabwe's story reflects extraordinary achievement and enduring mystery. From its origins to its rise and decline, its stone structures and rich culture showcase pre-colonial African sophistication. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it symbolizes Africa's historical and cultural heritage, offering crucial insights into the continent's past. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We'll bring you captivating African stories and histories right here. Stay tuned.